Okay, you just got your INEOS dual air compressor kit, which fits underneath the passenger seat. And I'm going to show you how you get it, what's all included in the kit. So you're going to open it up. You're going to see that the compressor is completely mounted for you, and your wiring harness is terminated. Terminating meaning the ends are installed for you, because you're going to hook this up directly to the battery in the back, or a battery location in the back. That will be in the instructions. And as well, you're going to have a place where it picks up keyed hot. We only want you running the air compressor while the engine's running. The reason for that is you get higher voltage, less amperage draw. So that's kind of key. Whenever you're running the air compressor, make sure your engine is running. And that's going to go to the keyed hot. That'll all be in the instructions. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to install, but as you look at it, we got your lines already been run. All your ends are mounted and terminated. This is mounted for you. That actually requires a special thin wrench to mount it. We've also tested all these units here. They've been leaked down, chested, they work, okay? Another thing about the onboard air, from ARB, they are rubber mounted. You can kind of see here where there's like a rubber mount. So this is a rubber mount that ARB does for the bracket, but as well, we've included another rubber mount, and you can kind of see it in here. And that's supporting this on another cushion of rubber. So this thing doesn't vibrate a whole bunch. It's actually super nice. I've had it mine, it's worked out great. As well, you're gonna get a high quality end. This has the Dill brand filler and ends. These are also all mounted for you. When you get this thing, you're really just gonna mount it in your vehicle. So look at the instructions for how to run the wiring. Come on over here, I'll show you how easy it is to install. So the first thing you're gonna do is, I would recommend you remove the seat completely. Get it out of your way. All those instructions are gonna be, we give you. You can see here where the wires ran here. This one has carpet in it. You're gonna have ones that have carpet and ones that have the rubber mats. You can see where I'm running the wire here. And then as well, I've just put this wire here. You could actually probably run it through here and bring it up into here, because we're gonna hook that. This is the trigger wire from the fuse box. So here's your unit. You're gonna take out the cross brace. There's a cross brace that sits in here, and it's held in by these 8mm bolts. And we're gonna bolt everything in with that. So basically, you're gonna lay this sucker in, just like that. The bolts are gonna line right up. Your filters are facing forward. And what I do is, I just hand start all these. So we're gonna tighten these guys down. Just tighten them down in kind of a little bit of a sequence. I'm gonna hook up my power into that puppy, and then I'm gonna hook up my trigger into here. So one thing, when you've got the seat removed, and if you have unplugged this from the seat, do not turn the ignition on. I wouldn't even turn on the power switch. I wouldn't do anything. Just make sure your vehicle's keyed off, possibly even disconnect the battery if you're kind of a novice at this. If this will trigger a dash light, which only the dealer can reset for you. I'll get this thing finished off, and I'll show you how fast it airs up. Okay, so everything's finished off on the installation. On the inside, I buttoned down the seat and everything. One thing you wanna make sure of, make sure all your wires are clear underneath. If they're not, just tie them up out of the way. You know, use common sense on that. So this is what your unit looks like right now. The engine's running, so ignition's on. We've got a signal giving us power to here. So I can turn this guy on, you see the light comes on. It didn't go off because probably the system was holding air. If you have a small leak down or something like that, it will cycle up. Now when we plug in the hose, you're gonna hear it cycle, because it's gonna fill up the hose. So what I'm gonna do, right now this unit is live. There's gonna be a small fan in this particular compressor in the ARB Twin that's cooling it. So that fan's always running when this is on, okay? So we're gonna go over, I think my tire pressure's down around 15 PSI. You get this unit with it, we're gonna air up to here, and I'll start it and see how long it takes. And we'll just go inside and we'll watch the dash. I go to the temperature screen on the off-road screen. I usually run my tires 15 PSI off-road, and then on the street, I'm 36 to 38 PSI when I'm filling it up. So let's take a look inside. Okay, so a minute, 18 seconds from 15 PSI to 38. And you saw that in real time. That was one tire at a time. If you're running one of those octopus systems, it'll take a little bit longer. I don't run them because I find this to be the simplest, fastest, easiest way, doing one tire at a time. And you're not untangling stuff. So when you do go to disconnect this, you want to make sure that if you are pulling this, it will get a little warm. There's going to be some heat out of this, but you may need to push it in. And then you could push in the collar and it will pop right out. If you want, if you've aired up all 4 of your tires, you've been doing this for a while, might not be a bad idea to let the fan run a little bit. In this case, we just aired up one tire. I'm going to turn it off. But you're going to turn off your station here. It's getting power from the back. All that's going to be in the instructions. I've got the single on this one because it's a display vehicle. Obviously the single is going to be half as quick. You know, it's probably going to take 2.5, 3 minutes per tire, which is still pretty damn fast. This thing's incredibly fast. So that's it. Super easy install. Everything's done. You're not running to the hardware store. You're not getting yourself fittings. We're going to supply you with all the good hardware. All the ends are terminated. The system's great. It's going to just be up to you or your installer on your capabilities. Being able to remove this seat, being able to make sure that you can tie up all the accessories, go underneath the mat, go to your places in the back. All those are spelled out in the instructions which we have, which come out really, really good. If you do have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. So happy trails, everybody.